Right, well, hello and welcome back. It's been absolutely bloody ages, I think 3 months, since I last did a floss tube. There's been nothing wrong, nothing dramatic's happened. I just feel like I've not had a minute. I've been doing uni stuff, working, and then I'm on this health kick, so like I'm going to the gym and stuff like that. So I just feel like I've not had time, and then I was going to do one earlier, and then I've been on jury service at the beginning of this month, which was thoroughly disappointing because I didn't get called for anything, apart from one case I couldn't do, just because I worked at the place the thing happened. Anyway, so I've not kept track. I have no little planner, nothing, so I've no idea. All I've done is gone back through my Instagram to see what I've posted that I've stitched on since I last did a YouTube. Everything I showed in my last floss tube I don't think I've actually stitched on since then, but I have got a fair bit to show you. I've made a bit of a list because, again, it's now 12:10. I'm meant to be going to the gym this afternoon. So I've made a slight list, but it's not the best list in the world. I've got a big haul because everything I've bought since then, since the last floss tube, I've just bagged, I've kept all together. So it looks like loads, but it's like 3 months worth. And I've been to a Chateau Lane retreat as well. So there's a fair bit to show you anyway, so I thought might as well just crack on and do it. So I did have a new start. I can't remember when I started it. So this is Abella Filipina, this is Mayari. There's 3 of these patterns. So this is Mayari, then there's Hanan and Tala. So this one's facing inwards. I think it's Hanan that faces this way, and then Tala's just looking at you. So my plan is I'm going to do 1, 2 and then 3. A lot of people are doing them on one piece of fabric, but they're a decent size, so I would find that really intimidating. So instead I asked Kate at Sparkly's if she'd dye me 3 separate pieces of, I think it's Supernova, in 28 count, because anytime there's any beads, I always do 28 count now. I've learnt my lesson. I'm trying, I've not got a light in here, but I'm in a very well lighted landing, so I'm hoping the light's all right. So she's absolutely beautiful. Oh, what's her name? Nads X Stitch, I think she's called, on Instagram has finished this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I did start, and then you know when you start something and you just can't seem to put it down, which way up, away? That way. So I did do a fair bit on her. Now I'd filled these bits in here, but the issue is with them, these call for Krynic, I think it's number 8. So I just bought it anyway, started stitching with it. It is like the devil's pubes. It's so thick, it's horrendous. So I pulled it out, and then I've ordered the exact same colours but in the number 4. I hate Krynic anyway, but I thought no, just go with it. So I'm going to fill these bits in at some point anyway, and then carry on, because she is beautiful. I do love her. The colours are gorgeous. Love these blues and aquas. So yeah, so that's on 28 count Supernova even weave from Sparkly's, who bloody love Kate's fabrics, they're gorgeous. So I have got the other 2 pieces that are just sat waiting to do the other 2, but when I'll get to do them is a bit of a mystery. There's going to be some clanging around because I can't fit everything everywhere. So then I had a finish now. This is quite funny. It was my friend's birthday. I love her to bits, but she cries all the fucking time, so you never know if she's upset or happy because she's just crying. So I bought this, and then I bought this hoop off Etsy, which I love because I thought it goes with it quite well. And it's got this hoop butt, and then it's got like a list of instructions that have like bothered me so much, and I also think it's a bit big. Think it would probably do with next size down, but I'm not 100% sure. And I've tried, and I cannot get the fabric tight in it, so I'm going to take it to my mate and my other mate and see if she can help me do it. but I do really like it. She's seen it, but her birthday was something like 3 months ago, I can't remember, and still here it is. I've got a birth sampler I did for somebody and the child is now 2. I'm sure other stitchers do this. I know somebody that very rarely finishes anything, but I really do want to get this finished because it's really cute and it's like, it's so her. But yeah, this is a soda stitch pattern and it's on 28 count ivory linen that I just added my stash. But yeah, love that. Then what else have I done? Oh, so I've been doing Botanical Garden, and I'd done all the stitching on it and I just needed to do the back stitch. Now I hate back stitching, and when I was at the retreat in June, I was talking to Mel and she said the eyes and the face had taken her forever, so I was putting it off and putting it off anyway. Took me, I think it took me about 5 days. Oh, this is a needle minder when we went to the Wrexham retreat. Mary from Create Nostalgia, she gave everybody little goodie bags. I probably talked about the Wrexham retreat on the last video, but the Wrexham one didn't have any shops there, so we just drove to Create Nostalgia, which were about 20 minutes away, I think, and Mary gave everybody a discount. But yeah, if you've not looked at Create Nostalgia, then she's online, but also if you drive to the shop, it's a little treasure trove. I bloody love it, and Mary is delightful. So I finished the face. Let me zoom in. I finished the face and then I've started all the branches and stuff around here, but whenever I start back stitching, and before anybody tells me, yeah, I know I've got to change this line here, when I hate back stitching, I absolutely despise it, so I always put it off. Her face took, or it felt like it took forever, because it made me, let me zoom in a bit, it made me so nervous. Her eyes are made up of about 3 different colours, and that's just the back stitching, so it felt like every time I did a bit I had to have a breather and have a freak out. And I love that her eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So, as in life, we should have eyebrows that are sisters, not twins. But the detail on her is beautiful, and these flowers, I think, are my favourite bit. These roses, I think they are at the top. So, I think, from memory, I've done the back stitching on her head now. That's all that needs doing. I think there's a couple of little branches in here. But other than that, I think that's done. So then, I just need to get on with this back stitch down here. Fix that little line, obviously. And then I can just do the beading, but I think she's one of my favourites. I do want to finish her, it's just making myself finish her that's the issue. I procrastinate a lot. So yeah, that's Botanical Garden. She's just on a 32 count even weave. I can't remember what it's called. It's just from stash from Crafty Kitten that's now shut down. So she's beautiful. Then let me close this a minute. I started the Welcome to the North Pole file. So I've just started part 4 now. I've got a bit behind because I've been doing something else. I'll show you in a minute. I don't want to take it off this Q snap. Let me zoom out again. I love this. It's bloody gorgeous. It's one of my favourite things to stitch on. So this is part 1, part 2, part 3, and then this is part 4. So I've just started that one the other day, so I'm a bit behind. I was trying to do a part a month, which I think it's in America, they're releasing it literally in parts, whereas in the UK you could just buy the book. So I was trying to do a part a month, but I've got waylaid. I'll show you what else I've started at the end here, but it's just so cute, and it's timed so that it should be finished by Christmas. But like every other stitcher, all good plans, you know, I try but then often fail, and I'm not going to cry if I don't finish it. So this is just on a 32 count mocha linen, and the pattern's by Primrose Cottage Stitches. So yeah, it's lovely. I love the colours on it. Don't normally like kiddie cutesy stuff, but I love that. Then I had another new start. So I'd looked at this for ages. This is Autumn, I can't even talk, Autumn Cloche. by Hello from Liz Matthews. Now, I did get a bit peed off with this, I'm not going to lie. So in the pattern, this all looks like blues. And then I did it in the called for. Where are we? Hang on, let me get this off. I've done it in all the called for. Well, the DMC, there's a DMC conversion and I think it's MPIs. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there's MPIs and then there's DMC. So, you know, hashtag cost of living. So I thought I'll just do it in the DMC. They are not blue. So this is not my camera that's making these look dark. These are like greys. They're like, I suppose they're like extremely dark grey blues. But these are more green than anything. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit miffed at it. I did this and then I nearly stopped and thought, do you know what, I'm not doing it because I'm annoyed. I did it because I adored the colours and it's totally not what it is. But then I thought, no, just suck it up and keep going. So I do like it, just not as much as I initially liked it from the pattern. Because yeah, it's defo blue. And I did look at the MPI silks online and all the pictures are nearly identical to the DMC. They're definitely not blues. So, just what it is anyway. So this is on 32 count linen in graceful grey. And like I said, I do like it. I'm just a bit annoyed that it's not, you know, what it was billed to be. So there is the list for the MPI silks. And the reason I did the DMC is because when I looked online at the MPIs, they were the same colour. So I thought, no, I'm not paying the extra. So that's that. Then I have done, where are we? So this is Snow Village from Country Cottage Needleworks. The first retreat that I went to, I think it was the No Ban retreat. And I bought like 2 of these and then I went back downstairs and Mel said, did you know that that's like a whole series that you can stitch as one piece? So obviously I had to get the whole lot. So I've been doing like one bit at a time. So the other week I thought, oh, I think it was in July actually, thought I'm just going to do another one. So I'd already done these ones. So I did the popsicle cart. I adore this. It's got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do. And I'm doing it in an, if you go on Country Cottage Needleworks website, there's a picture of this finished and I'm just doing it in the order that they've done it in. I suppose you can absolutely chop and change it around if you want. Now, this fabric is 32 count. It's the called for French Country Rain. But whenever I put it on a Q-snap or something else, it does this to it. So it pulls it. Now, generally, I wiggle it all back. So here, it did that horrendously, and I've wiggled it all back. It doesn't take that long. Just need a fine needle and wiggle it. I've just not done it round the edge yet. But you won't see that anyway. It'll be framed. But it's a really, I can't tell you how soft this linen is. Beautiful. But it does pull horrifically. But yeah, this is one of my favourite things. I absolutely adore it. It's so cute. So I don't think it'll be done for Christmas, but I'm hoping the North Pole one will be. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Absolutely. I love little housey, whimsically type things. And then I have had I've had several new starts actually. So I follow the Hugo Stitcher on Flosstube, and she's been doing this, well, she said about doing this Summer Quaker from Lilas Studio as a stitch along. And the more I looked at it, the more I thought, do you know what, I really, really like that. I'm not a massive sampler person, but I love this. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I started it just before I went to the Chateau Lane retreat, and I'd done the tiniest little bit. I'd done a little bit of this pale blue, probably about that much, and nothing else. And then when I got home from the retreat, I started stitching and I couldn't stop. And I wanted to fill the whole panel, but then I was like, no, leave some to do. So this is just on, it's on a 40 count linen in Café au Lait. There's also a spring Quaker that I've got. I also love that. So I am planning on doing both of them. Oh, the light's gone crap now. But I love the colours, and this little row of shops and stuff. I don't know what it is about stitching houses, but I love this little row. It's just gorgeous. I think I did a stitch wrong here, but who cares? But yeah, I love it. I love the fishes. I'm assuming these are jellyfish. Moby Dick here. Yeah, so I absolutely love it. I think the mermaid might have a bit of back stitching on it, but I might be lying about that. So yeah, that was another little new start. I've had quite a few. So if you want to join in, then just, you know, the Hugo Stitcher is doing it as a stitch along. I think it was for her birthday. Then I went to a Chateau Lane retreat. Now, you can book the whole weekend, but it was fully booked when I realised it existed. So I booked for the weekend, but then it's in Crewe, and I thought, I'm going to have to like drive there, drive back. Like, I live in Preston, so it's about an hour. And I just thought, it's 2 hours driving every day. For the price of the petrol, I could probably book somewhere. So I booked a room in a little pub, which I'd highly recommend. I'll put the link onto it because I can't remember what it was called now. It was an absolutely fab little room. It was gorgeous. And they do breakfast and everything if you want it. And it's only about, I think, 10-minute drive from the hotel. The hotel was fully booked, which is why I booked there. But I went because I thought it'll make me get this out. So I'd not got this out for about a year and a half, which is frankly criminal because the chatelaines are not cheap. If you are scared of specialist stitches, do not be. And don't get the paper pattern. So I bought the paper pattern. And the only issue with the paper pattern is the specialist stitches, let me see, you cannot make out the numbers. You just can't. So if you get the PDF pattern from the website, you can zoom in on your tablet. So don't do like me. I bought this pattern, it arrived, I looked at it, frankly catch my pants, thought nah, can't do that, I've bitten off more than I can chew, and I put the pattern away and I didn't pick it up again for about another 6 months. And I thought, do you know what, I'm just gonna have a go. And I got a spare bit of fabric and a bit of just some thread and started practicing doing some stitches, and actually I thought, do you know what, I'm just gonna do it. However, I didn't look how much it would cost to kit it up. So by the time I've finished kitting it up, this has cost me about £260. It's absolutely loaded with beads, and I mean loaded. So I did the centre mandala, and then I couldn't resist beading it, which was probably the wrong thing to do. Where's the needle gone? Hang on. Right, here we are. So I have kitted it up in the called for because I just thought, where's my needle? I've lost a needle. That's going to be comfortable later. Anyway, we shouldn't whinge you. Let me zoom you in because it is absolutely beautiful. So when I got this out at the retreat, I'd only done this centre bit, this bit and the peacock. So while I was at the retreat, I did this peacock, and then I did some of this and some of this as well when I came back. So this is all in, let me think now, Gloriana, Karen Water Lilies, I'll have to get the list. It's like literally every expensive bloody thread that you can. There is a DMC conversion, so if you want you can switch it to DMCs. However, I wanted it to look like it looks like, so you've got Gloriana silk, you've got Petite Silk Glamour, you've got Petite Pressure Braid, and you've got some DMCs. You've also got a crap load of Delica beads, Swarovski crystals, honest to God, the list goes on. So I thought, I'm not paying for that European cross-stitch kit. I'll just kit it up, it'll be cheaper. No, it wasn't. It just took forever and it drove me a little bit mad. So If you are planning on doing a chatelaine, don't be frightened of the specialist stitches. My friend Pam has just started doing one, I think it's Persian irises, and has found it like it's a bit scary at first, but once you get going, they're absolutely fine. If you follow it step by step, they're all right. It's not an issue. So just go for it. I mean, look at that. I mean, sparkling peacocks, because I'm an idiot, I didn't research, I just saw it and thought, that's pretty, I'm going to have that. Sparkling peacocks is one of, I think it's in the top 5 heavily beaded chatelaines, but it's just, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't tell you how much I love it. But it's one of them things that you can't just get out and stitch, really. You need to be able to concentrate. So, it's beautiful. I love it. So I have booked to go on the Chateau retreat next year, and I'll take it. It'll probably be the only time it comes out again, I suppose. But no, it won't. I'm going to do a bit more of it. But it's stunning. I've literally done it on just some 28 count even weave. It is big, so you do need a decent size. So it's not from my stash. I did actually order a piece that big. But yeah, that's that. Beautiful, love it. Then I did a bit more on my Serenity Harbor, which I've not got a picture for. This is another huge one. So this is a really long sampler. It's still on her website. You can still buy it. It is pricey though for the whole thing. I think it's about 70 quid. But look, it's beautiful. So I think this is part 5 from what I remember. And this from here down now, it's all full coverage really. So I got a bit fed up here. I was like, I can't do any more of this, and I've had to order some more anyway, so I've had to have a break. So that's one side of the page for part 5, and then this is the second. But when you look at it, if you look on it on her Etsy or her website, it's just gorgeous. On her website, she's got like a blog, and there's finished ones on there, and it just looks so beautiful when it's finished. This is just all in the called for DMC, so it's like nothing fancy. There were a couple of bits here, I think, in this tree here where it didn't match up on the pattern, and it wasn't me. My friend looked at it, who's also stitched it, and she said she'd also fudged it. So I have fudged it, but these don't line up with anything else, so it's all right. But yeah, I love it. There's like an urn thing. This vine goes all the way down to the bottom, and then there's an urn. So yeah, that's that one. Again, I love this. This is just on a 32 count Zweigart even weave. No, linen, I'm lying. Called Blush. It's just a lovely pink shade. So that is that. What else have I got? What's this one? Oh, this is my favourite start. I love this. So I've watched, is it Mouse Potato Designs? And I absolutely love the colours in this. I absolutely adore it. So I thought I'm just going to get it. Because I love, oh God, again, it's got houses in it. So where can you go wrong? So I'd stitched a couple of birds wrong here, so I have to redo them. And I'd stitched something else wrong. Where had I done it? So I'd snuck this in when you go into jury service, they search you. And on the first day, they searched my bag and he said, have you anything sharp? And me being an idiot said, oh, I've got a really small needle and scissors in there. And he went, yeah, I'll have to confiscate it. Couldn't believe it. So he literally took them and I collected them at the end of the day. And then I was so bored that I found new and creative ways in which to sneak in scissors and a needle. So I did actually manage to get it in about 4 days on the trot and sat in the cafeteria out of the way of everybody else, cross-stitching on the quiet. But I love this. There's another row here to go of houses and then like a stall and something else, but I love the colours on it. It's so cute. There's a bit of back stitching to do on the bunny rabbit, and this basket has some back stitching so it looks like it's hanging off the autumn word. And yeah, like I said, a couple of birds to do here. But yeah, it's really cute. Absolutely love it. And I've got so obsessed with it, I have ordered well, I've bought the Spring in the City and the Halloween one as well. I think I bought the summer the other day. I'll find out because it'll be in my stash bag. But there's a whole series of all the seasons. There's an Easter one and all sorts of stuff. So I couldn't help myself. If it's like a series, especially if it's seasonal, then I need to have them all. I can't. It's just a ridiculous bloody thing. But yeah. So that's that. Absolutely love it. This is just on a 32 count Murano in coffee. I think I got it from Create Nostalgia. Yes, absolutely love that one. I want to start the other ones. And then my last new start is the Abella Filipina Mermaid of the Seasons Sal. So there was a bunch of fabric. The fabric for this, because it's the kit was done by, oh my god, what's it called? I totally can't remember what the company's called in America. Can't remember. So they were offering to do it as a kit, so you could buy all the fabric and the floss and everything else you needed. But I wasn't paying shipping fees from America for a piece of fabric, so I had a look through my stash and I didn't really have anything that was like the aqua in the picture that they showed. And then a few people have got the fabric via them. Oh my god, it's driving me mad. Why can't I remember what it's called? Whoa. Anyway, so Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics dyed a piece specifically for this Sal. So I missed it when she initially put it on her Facebook page, and then she had some left over, so I managed to get a piece then. So this is 28 count linen. Again, there's beading in it, so I've ordered it and got 28 count. And then for some stupid reason, don't know why, I've decided to do the skin 1/1. I've never done it before, and I'm not gonna lie, I am not loving it, and I'm dreading backstitching it, but I'm not mad. It's a lot neater than I thought it were going to be, and I'm quite happy with the neatness, so to speak. The other thing is, this pale against the dark looks like it's raised, and it's really not. I've even looked at it sideways on. It's not raised. I think it's just the shadowing that makes it look like that. So there's lots of cry knit in it, but they give you the conversion for the cry knit into petite treasure, petite treasure braid, which is what I've done. So I'm perfectly happy with that. I cannot stand cry knit. I know some people like it. Oh my god, I hate it. Like, with an absolute utter passion, I hate it. So any chance to swap it out and it's done. So each mermaid has, like, I'm assuming a flourish in the corner. They have a border. This is spring, so I've got to stitch the word spring there yet. And I think they're doing one a month. So this came out on, I think it was the 15th of September. Yeah, so I'm defo not going to keep up with this, I can tell you that now. There's still a head to do. There's another arm here and a load of flourishy bits and some back stitching, so this is definitely not going to be kept up with as in one per month. But anyway, I've only ever stitched one of the mermaid, which I don't really count as a mermaid. It's Luna Mystica, the Bella one, Abella Filipina pattern, but I never count that as a mermaid because she's sat on a moon. So I was going to say this is my first mermaid, and I believe it is my first mermaid to stitch, so there you go. I'm not mad at the 1/1, it just takes forever, and it's all these browny colours, so it's driving me a bit mad. I'm going to have to put it away and stitch something else next. But yeah, I haven't got a picture for this, obviously, because there's like, if you just look on Instagram and put in Spring Mermaid Bella, then loads will come up, because lots and lots of people have already finished them. Some people are leaving the border, some are stitching them individually. I'm stitching it on one piece, so I kind of like to do stuff as they are. I'm not a massive fan of colour conversions. I like the pattern as it comes, and that's why I buy it, so I never feel the need to change it, if you know what I mean. So this will just be done in the colours that it's done and as it's charted, apart from my foray into 1/1, which I might yet live to regret, because now I'll have to do all 4 in 1/1. But anyway, that's that. Right, so that's all the stitching done. If you're not interested in stash, feel free to leave now. But please remember, when I show you this pile, it is over about 3 months. I've also put in here all my Patchwork Rabbit fabric of the month, so it looks like there's more than there is. Now this and no, come here. These 2 fabrics I bought because I didn't know if I were going to like the coffee craft fabric. So this is Caspian Seas from Paul Stitches. This is a 28 count Brittany Lugana. It's absolutely beautiful, but I felt like it had a bit too much purple on it when it came, so I wasn't keen on it for the mermaid one, so I didn't do that one. And then when the actual first pattern was released, this hadn't arrived yet. So this is Glacier from Chromatic Alchemy. This is a 28 count even weave, and I actually think this is too blue. So I've got, when I pulled from my stash, everything I had were loads of blues. I had no kind of aqua greeny colours. So on the website, I did think it looked a bit blue. It's got some green in it, but I just didn't feel like it was enough aqua. So it came late anyway, and I'd already started it. But when it came, and I thought, nah, it's too blue. Then these are my Patchwork Rabbit ones that came. So I joined the fabric of the month. So this one came, I think, in August, I can't remember. This is, I've got the 40 count one, and they're only smallish pieces. So this is Brick, Newcastle linen, and this one, I love this one. I might do one of the, you know, the Sleeping Bee and stuff like that. I might do one of them on this. This is Brown Sugar. I'm sure there's another one. I'm pretty sure I've left another one on my sofa. But I have. Anyway, so that's that. This is the Supernova for one of the others. This was the last one to come. So what I did was, she dyed, Kate at Sparkly's dyed me 3 pieces. And then I just paid one every month rather than paying a massive chunk for one. It would have been like nearly £40, I think. So I just got one a month. This was the last one that came. Then at the Chateau Lane retreat, fabrics by Craft Decay. Now this is really bad because I'd never even heard of her. And she was there with some fabric she hand dyed. She has got a website, so go have a look. fabricsbycraftdecay.co.uk. And she had some lovely ones, but a lot have gone when I got there because people, I think, had been there the night before. So this is just from a fabric of the month that she did. It's only a small piece. It's 32 count linen. And I really like that. It's a nice pale grey type, almost lilac-y colour. It's lovely. Then I picked up this because, like, this is just like a marbly type one. It's a printed fabric, I think. And it's just a 32 count Murano even weave. Then she had this beautiful colour because I very nearly did, I thought I might do the Bella one on that, but it wasn't a big enough piece. So this is a 40 count linen in Lagoon. It's coming up as blue on here, but it's much more greeny colour. It's lovely. So I got that. Then I also got this one. This is a 36 count linen. Again, Craft Decay. This is a 36 count linen. It's a gorgeous yellowy custardy colour. It's beautiful. Then patterns. This is where my bloody weakness is. So I've been waiting for this one to come out. So this one was out of stock in loads of places. And then I just saw it in stock. I were ordering something else from 123 Stitch, so I thought I'm having that. I've stitched Quilting Bee, and I've got Sleeping Bee. I'm sure there's another one. I'm probably just making it up, but anyway. So I needed this one as well. I love the red roses on it. At first, when I first saw it, I wasn't keen on the bright colours, but actually I like it. It's very autumnal, and I love a bee pattern, not gonna lie. Then I got this one. This has been around for a while. I don't like dogs. I am not a dog person, so apologies if you like dogs. I'm most definitely a cat person. So I got this one more because I like coffee and it's a bit more Starbucks / Starbucks. So I got that. I really like that. Then I went on a bit of a Barbara Anna fest. So I've looked at this one for a while now, and I did Dreaming Girl, and I've done what, the one that looks like Van Gogh. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be, is it Star? It looks like Starry Night, or it's based on that. So I did that for my daughter for Christmas last year. So I love this. Again, I like blues, so I've got that one. And then this is only a little teeny one, so I had somebody in mind that I was going to do this for. This is Dreaming Queen Bee, and I love that. It's only small, so shouldn't take long, and I'll be able to pull from stash from that. So yeah, that's really cute. Right, this. When I went to the Wrexham retreat, the delightful Gretchen was stitching Miss Hathaway's cottage. It's absolutely enormous. But the detail on it, it was literally confetti hell, but it was absolutely stunning. I couldn't find that pattern anywhere. I've looked on eBay. I could only find it in America to get it shipped. But then I saw this one and I thought, this is just as beautiful. Absolutely love it. So I got this one. It's a very old pattern. And it's designed so that you pull it apart and then put the pattern together. So I'm gonna pull it, well, I've pulled it apart, but what I'm gonna do is photocopy it and make a working copy, and then I can just sellotape it together, because I'm a bit weird. I do like a paper pattern. I know it's not popular and I know it's a bit old lady, but I don't care. I like a paper pattern. I like crossing stuff off. But yeah, I have no idea if or when I'll start this, but it's just gorgeous. I think Pam's managed to get a download of it somewhere, whether that's a bit naughty or not, I don't know, but there you go. Beautiful. And then this came from, was this 123 Stitch? Can't remember. I think it was. Just because it's a bee and it's in like yellowy autumny colours. Love that. That's Erin Elizabeth, Be Kind. And then I think I think these are retreat purchases now. So I think this is from the thingy retreat I went to in, I can't remember when it was. I feel like it was end of June. No, it was in July, I'm lying. Anyway, I love these. I've got several of these butterfly theme ones. So this one is Miss Solar Eclipse. And like I said, I think I've got about 3 others of these anyway. So we're a bit of a, oh, do I get it? I've got it. I've not duplicated it, thank God. But again, love the colours. This one is another one. This is Miss Lowell's Daggerwing. Again, love the colours, love her boots. And then I have got, Pam gave me a working copy of this, but I like originals. I can't help it. So yeah, this is Royal Holiday, and I've seen this stitched and it's absolutely beautiful. So I thought, yeah, I'm having that. Did I get, oh, I can't remember. I think I got these from a haul we went to Create Nostalgia, me, Pam and Ali. Pretty sure, yeah, I think this is from a haul, from a trip there. Honestly, it's about an hour and a half drive, but it's worth every single bloody minute. We make a day of it. We go down, get to Mary's for probably about 11 o'clock-ish, 10:30. And then we are in the shop. It's a tiny, tiny shop, but it's packed to the bloody rafters. We usually spend a couple of hours in there. Sometimes we'll go and have coffee in Mary's farmhouse with her and her mum. And she runs classes and stuff there as well. She has a room, so if you want to book a stitchy day with you and friends, then you can do that, just get in contact with her. But usually we go spend a couple of hours in the shop, and then on the way back there's a really nice pub that were recommended to us by Flossie Sews and Grows, and every time we go, that's where we go. So we go and have a late lunch in there, probably about 2-ish, and we take our purchases in like children and sit there comparing what we've bought while we have something to eat. So yeah, we proper make a day of it. We don't get back till about 5-6 o'clock at night. So yeah, highly recommend a trip there. If you want that, if you get stuck like and you don't know where you're going, it's quite easy to find if you've got a sat nav, even though it is almost in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, rambling. So this is a hands-on design pattern. This is O Beehive. I truly have got a bit of a bee thing, but I hate bees. I don't want, well, bees I don't mind, but wasps, they can just go die in a fire. But yeah, I love bees, and this is just really cute. And then oh yeah, and it comes with the little felt honeycombs for this bit. Then, obviously I love coffee. I've never done anything 3D. So I bought this, but Mary didn't have the buttons. So it's got this piece of felt on top. So that comes with it. And I just really like it. And I love it. It's just like a pincushion, but I've never done out like this. So I've put off doing it. Because my stitching skills, I know I said suturing then, that's what I do at work. My stitching is rubbish. So, yeah, I'll stitch it, but then I'll absolutely need help. Because, like, I can't imagine my stitching's going to line these up. But there you go. Got that. That's another hands-on design one. Then, I've got behind with these. I think there's 3 more out since I got this one. So this is the Coachman. This is from the Cottage Garden Sampling Snowman series. I love him. Absolutely love him. The latest one that's out, Mel posted on our little Facebook group. And she said it looks like the cow's having a crap. And it absolutely does if you go look. I think it's meant to be like a hay bale or something. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's doing a big poo. So it's quite comical, but I still like it. I still like him. So I just need to catch up and get the other ones. And then there's several of these. They're Heart in Hand Tiny Town ones. So they, try not to show you the pattern. They come with these little beads. This is Seaside Tiny Town. Now, I know I've got another one here somewhere. It'll probably pop up. Where are we? I've definitely got, there's a new one, is it Honey of a Tiny Town? I've definitely bought that. I don't know what I've done with it, but I have bought that. It'll be under here somewhere. Anyway, I absolutely love these. I wouldn't do it as this barrel, although I did think the other day, if you do several of them, then you could just stack them, and they would be really cute, but it's the seagulls. I love the seagulls. I mean, and look at him. He's ace. Is it a stork? What is it? A pelican? I don't know what he is. I know what he is, but I can't think what he's called. But yeah. And again, it's a little row of houses. So, like, what's not to love? Then, I saw this one. I'm like, I'm not buying another bloody Christmas pattern. So this was definitely Create Nostalgia when I were there. And I just really liked it. It's a bell pull type one. And it's just beautiful. So I couldn't help myself. I've not started it, obviously. I've now got, I think, 25 whips when I worked out. Which ain't a lot, I know that, but I think if I had any more, I think I'd be stressed. Anyway, so I've not started it, but I absolutely love that one. Then a drawn thread one, which this also has specialist stitches in it, but stop shining. I couldn't help myself. Another bee pattern. I'm going to have to count how many bee patterns I've got because it's getting a bit out of hand now. But yeah, I love that. It's really cute. And like I said, it has got some specialist stitches. But thanks to my Chateau Lane, I'm not scared. Then I'd already bought the spring one of these. And I couldn't find the winter one. And then it was in Mary's shop. So I've got the winter one now and the spring. I'm hoping they're going to bring the summer and, my God, autumn one out. Because then I'll have a whole set. And as we know, I like a full set. Especially if it's seasonal. But yeah, these are, I absolutely love Primrose Cottage stitches. They're one of my favourite pattern designers. But yeah, love that. Then these are in Elizabeth ones, are like new ones to me. So I think these were, I can't remember where I got these from. I want to say these were from 123 Stitch, but I have a sneaky feeling it might be from Create Nostalgia, but anyway. So again, same theme, bees. The only thing that I don't like about this is it's like a digital generated picture. So I sometimes find if it's not got a model stitch, then when you actually do the pattern, there's mistakes in it, so we shall see. So I got that because obviously it's a bee theme, and I love these tiered ones. They're like the, what is it called? Can't remember the pattern designer one that I've done, and I've done the summer one already. It'll come to me. And I also got the English one because, like, again, don't like dogs, but there you go. It's a corgi. It's the Queen. Love that one as well. Then I've done the Hive Rules one of these. Again, Primrose Cottage Stitches obsession. So I got this, absolutely love it. It's all my favourite autumny colours. Again, don't know when I'll get around to doing it. And then this is my latest obsession. She needs to just stop with all the patterns. This one, so these are from, I think it's Crochet A Go-Go. So this is Halloween in the City. Now, I do not do Halloween stitching. I have nothing against Halloween. It's just not my bag. My daughter is absolutely Halloween mental. Her house would be like a bloody Dracula's hovel and given half a chance. The minute it's got to autumn, she's already decorated her flat in all Halloweeny stuff. But I loved this one. Absolutely loved it. So I had to get that. I got this after I got the autumn one. Because I loved it. And like I said, I don't really like Halloween stuff, but this is gorgeous. So I got that. This is Spring in the City. So of course I'd got the autumn one, so couldn't help myself. So, oh well, that were a bummer. My memory card ran out of room, so I've totally forgot to delete the last one. So anyway, so this is Spring in the City. Again, adore the colours on this one. It's beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of the autumn one because of these colours in the roof and stuff. But yeah, absolutely love that. It's gorgeous. Then of course I had to get Summer in the City. So I just need to buy the winter one, but that's not my favourite. But yeah, also adore this one. They're beautiful. They're all PDF downloads off her Etsy. Then I saw somebody else on Etsy had stitched this. So this is White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. Again, downloadable off her Etsy. I love this. So I did look through my stash the other day and I've got a fabric that will do for the background. Haha. And I've got the floss, so do I start whip number 26? Or do I just get a grip? Anyway, yeah, absolutely love that. Bit of a pain to download it, like in 3 different bits, but I've managed to get it on, not Exodo, can't remember, not Pattern Keeper, the other one. So it's on there, so I could start that. Then I got this, it's got my address on. Why does it do that? Let me get a bit of paper. So this is the Madame Chantilly Autumn. Oh, that's the one I've done. It's Madame Chantilly Summer that I've done. And I've got, oh, is it spring or winter? Can't remember. I've got another one, and I thought I could have sworn I bought the autumn and the spring one, but I hadn't. So I bought the autumn one. Again, I just got this as a download, which irritates me a little bit. Silly little things irritate me. This is a print off version, so it's just like stapled together, whereas the other ones I've got are little booklet ones that I bought from Create Nostalgia, so it irritates me it don't match, which is ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, that's how I'm built. So I love that one. Again, can tell what mood I'm in. And I also got this one. So I thought this was really cute. So this is another Madame Chantilly, and it's Autumn Spice Coffee. And I really love it. It's just really cute little animals. And it's not massive, it's only small, so. And that's it. That is my haul. My landing is an absolute tip. My friend is going to be getting up after a night shift for her to go to the gym. So I need to get moving. So that is it. If you've liked this video, please give me a like. And if you want to watch more, then don't forget to subscribe. And I don't know when I'll be doing another, but there you go. I'm going to put all this with all my stash now. Because it's been hanging around in a bag for months, so I like it all while it belongs. But there you go. Hope you have a lovely next few weeks, or the next time I do one of these. But that's it for now. Bye!